Hi everyone, today I thought it would be fun to do one of these pictures from, this is a nice little town Christmas too, sorry for the shine, there we go, by Tatiana Bogema Stolova. Now I have done a little flip through of this book where I coloured this very first page with Castle Arts metallic pencils, but I thought we would do this page today. There are some bonus pictures at the back, and this is one of those. I just quite fancied having a go really. So I've got my Castle Arts gold pencils. They tend to work a little better on this this paper, this Amazon-y paper, so that's why I've grabbed those. And let's get going. My first thought is we need to try and make it look Christmassy when it's got a floral design, even though it's like a bauble. So I'm trying to think about how to approach that. I might just start at the top and work down. I want a sort of a metallic looking green for the hanger. Let's come in a little bit, there we go, to do this top section. So I'm just having a look at my picture. The Terre Verde Deep I might just use. Is that it there? Yeah. So Terre Verde Deep, I don't know if you can see, I can't see. I'm going to do the hanger bit and this part in the same colour. So to make this look shiny, you just go in here dark and then slowly less. Make that bit white. Do the same on this side. So it sort of matches. Now in here, look, it's slightly overlapping, so we can make that a bit dark, bring that to light. I think we'll put a dark bit there and then light it there and there. Yeah, it's quite bluey green this, isn't it? Anyway, we'll keep going with it. So these are like 3 leaves. I'm thinking they'll probably be darker on the edge. I think it will probably work better like this. And then we'll put some dark in there and then lighten it towards the middle of this little bit. Keep a bit there, make a bit of white in the centre, I'm thinking. Now here I'm not going to go in quite as hard as there because I want that to look behind, like it's behind with some shadow. And then coming around here. Now, I don't know how long this is going to take to colour, so I may need to split it into a couple of videos. We'll just see how long it takes really. I'm just going to have fun with it and see where it leads me. Now you could worry about the texture of the leaf where there is sort of veins and things showing, but I'm not going to. I'm going to keep it fairly simple. Put a bit of white there in the middle and make that a little bit darker. It looks a little bit too pale to me. I just want a contrast between that bit. There we go. So there is that part. Now we have this sort of mushroom / toadstool part. Now I'm thinking these round ones could be glittery. We could leave them white and make them glittery. But this bit I'm thinking if we go in with a red, then it'll look quite festive. The only problem we have is we don't really have a red in this set. This magenta is probably our best colour, our reddest colour, so that's what I'm going to use to start with at least. I'm gonna start here, I think. See, actually this is quite good, it's quite a good reddish colour. See, I always think magenta is more of a pink, but anyway. Each pencil maker has their own ideas as to what a colour should be. I've just gone over onto the white. I didn't really want to do that, but never mind. I'm just going to get some colour on really, I want it, as you can see, darker on the edge than the middle, because this is a spherical shape, so we need to sort of try and emphasize that by the way we colour it, perhaps. And I'm just checking. Need to think about if I'm going to put any white pen on this, whether any of the colours will bleed through. On my sheet, let me show you this sheet, I put a little dab of white pen in the corner of each one so I can see which ones run into the white, the French rose does, and the cherry pink does. So if I use those, I need to make sure that I don't use a white pen on top, or else it'll just go pink, and I don't want pink in this picture. Oh, it's a very noisy train. When me and my husband walked yesterday back along the canal path, a train went by, and it was a freight train, and it was so dirty. It was so funny. It was like the dirtiest diesel, smelly, dirty, dusty, filthy train. It was funny. We don't do that with passenger trains. Keep them clean. Right, so we've got a sort of rough start, but really, you know, that's far too dark compared to that. But what I need to do now is to layer up here and then fade our colour towards the middle in a better way. So it's just about building up these mid layers a little bit more. Which just takes a little bit of time. So that's already looking better. Now with this paper, it's quite toothy, so I'm not sure if this is Amazon paper, whether she prints her own. Yeah, this is an Amazon printed book. It's British though. The UK paper isn't quite so toothy as the US paper, but it's fairly thin, but it's fine. Just got to work it a little differently to some other papers. You sort of get used to it, knowing what to do with the different papers. It's not for me about liking or disliking different types, it's just about getting used to how to use them, and some are better with some certain pencils and things like that as well. So right, let's have a look. I'm looking in my camera because it gives me a better overall view than just looking. So I'm still working this a little bit. But I wonder how, if you're all getting ready for Christmas now. It's sort of weirdly feels a bit early, even though everyone's talking about it. I sometimes find that if I start thinking about it too early and getting everything done too early, by the time it comes, it's sort of the feeling has passed almost. But we'll see. It's going to be a nice having, you know, last year we saw family, year before we didn't, and the year before that we didn't. So this year we're seeing our family early on the 18th. Got to try and find a time to see other family too. And there's attending a party on the 27th, I think. So that's going to be fun. Yeah, so it's I am looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to just having everyone home, children, husband, you know. Now where I've gone over here, I don't like that. I'm going to get my eraser, try and take it back a bit, and then we're going to, it's not always that easy to erase red because it's such a strong colour. It will stain the paper. Right, now we'll have to do. Now these dots are actually 3D. If you look at them here, you can see they stand out. So underneath each one I'm going to put a little shadow which will make them stand out even more. I'm just trying to choose the correct colour. What colour is that? I'm not sure if this colour will work or not. I think no. I think I'm going to use the Mars Black. I don't know where it is. There it is. It's a slightly brownish black, which I think will go well in with the, sorry, there it is. Which I think will go in well with the red. I'm going to pop the colour underneath to look like shine. Not shine, shadow. Obsessed with shine today. I've been doing lots of glitter. Doesn't need to be quite so dark on this one because the red isn't so dark. Like that. Oh. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is actually take another red. I think this is the one. No, this is the cherry pink, so it's not really red. What's that though? I think, do we use the, I'm debating. No, I think I'm going to use the red ochre. Okay, and I'm going to use it all over this bit, just to sort of finish it off really. It's a different colour, I realise, but makes it look a bit more reddy orange rather than pink, which I'm a bit happier with, to be honest. I was considering doing the cherry pink, but decided that I wanted it slightly more orangey. I think it still works with our green up here, and still looks nice and Christmassy, I think. And just finishes it off really, and then we can start working on the fun bit underneath. There might be some shadow underneath this hanger part, but I'm not sure whether I want to put some in or not. It would just look a bit like this, I would think. I've got an itchy face. I've got eczema on my face. It's really itchy. But I found I was using emollient cream on it, but it's a really thick, heavy cream, and it was making me feel horrible. Horrible. My face was just feeling all greasy and heavy. My eyelids were feeling heavy. I had to put it on my eyes, not on my eyes, above my eyes. So I found some lighter cream, but I'm a bit itchy. I don't think I put it on that bit of me actually. And my hair, it's my hair that's tickling my face. I have managed to get a lot more red on the little white bits, but I think that's better. I'm happy with that. Okay, now this rim part I could have done in red, but I've decided I'm going to do it in a sort of grey colour. We've got quite a few different greys. We want a cold grey, I think, because it looks more silvery. What have we got? We've got a blue grey. Let's use that. Where is it? There it is. Blue grey. What I'm going to do is take it harder on the edge. It looks quite brown. It's strange. I'd have thought a blue grey would have been a cold grey, but never mind. And then fade it towards the middle, just like we did with the red. Do the same on this side. And fade might use this on the what are they? Dots as well. I'm going to just make it a bit darker at the bottom and then fade it towards the top. I am going to make them shiny and add some sparkle, but I think this might just add a little more too. So just going around all of them. To say, unfortunately, it's quite a bit of red on them, but just gotta go with it. And then fade it up. It's not really very neat, but I think that's okay. And then I'm going to make them glittery by going over them with a Sakura glitter. It's like a glitter glue. It's number 700. I'm going to do this right now because normally I'd leave all the glitter to the end, but I'm not going to smudge this because it's at the top, she says confidently. So I'm just going to do it quickly and show you how it's going to look. I think it's quite fun to have a bit of glitter on a Christmas picture, particularly on a tree decoration. It looks to me like one of those decorations that's made of glass. You take it out of your box each year, pick it up, and the glitter comes off all over your hands. And then you rub your hands on your trousers and you've got glitter all over your jeans within 5 seconds of starting to decorate the tree. There we go, we're nearly there. Now this sort of stem of the mushroom, normally I would do that in grey. I'm trying to think whether I want to do that. I think we could, because we could add some glitter or at least make it look a little bit shiny. So let's use the blue grey for every other one. I think we've got stripes, let's use the stripes. We won't do it on the top one because we've got the blue grey above it. So we'll use it for this one. We'll go a lot darker on the edge. Carefully working between, yeah, we go all the way down to here, these flowers. And then gently fade it towards the centre. And then this one, similarly, I'm trying to work out where the centre is, which is why I've gone over to this side. I think it's about there. So we need to hastily fade this one. There, that's surely the centre is there. There we go. Now we do this one. We take it again to the centre and sort of fade it as we go. And there. Be sure I get my stripes in the right place. There we go, and then our bottom one. And then we need to pick a different grey for the I'm not going to fade it completely, for the other stripe. I think I'm going to go lighter. Should we go for, do the dove grey? I think that's what I'll do. Ooh. So we use the dove grey for the others. Now underneath this sort of lip here, you might find it's a little bit darker. I'm just going to put that in a tiny bit. I'm going to worry too much about it. I haven't sort of done a lot of worrying about shade and shadows on the rest. Just wanting to produce something fun and Christmassy. So you've got your Christmas trees up yet? Maybe you don't do one, maybe you do. I'm putting mine up very soon, so by the time this video goes out it would have been up for quite a while. Now our windows and door frame I thought I would do in black. It seems a bit harsh for a sort of Christmassy thing, but I think it'll help the rest of the colours to stand out. So I'm not going to do it yet. I'm going to do the inside of the window panes first. I'm just going to try and choose the colour I want. Our yellows aren't particularly bright, but I think I used the Cadmium Yellow, or should I use the Lemon Yellow line? I think the Cadmium Yellow is a sort of warmer yellow, so that's what I'll do. We'll do the windows. I'm going to do it quite solid because I want them to look bright. And then we'll do the door, and then we'll do the framework after. Now you could do a darker bit around the outside of the window and a lighter bit in the middle. I've only just thought of that, like that, and then fade it towards the middle and then do like your light lemon yellow in the middle. You could make it black inside the house, but I always think making it yellow looks like the lights on, it looks nice and welcoming and friendly. How are we doing for time? Expecting a phone call soon. So I had best bring this to a close in a bit and then take it up with you tomorrow. So let's do the, oh, we've got a window there that I've forgotten. I've distracted myself thinking about the telephone ringing. Now I quite like the front door to be red. I'm going to use the red ochre for my door. I know it looks like a wooden door. I am tempted to do it brown, but this is a Christmas ornament, so it needs to be red. That's what my mind is saying to me anyway. I'm going to do it quite dark and blocky. And the door handle. What do you think? I'm thinking maybe silver. I think that will work the best. So we're nearly done with this. We're going to grab the magenta and just add a few touches. So the magenta, and I'm going to add a little bit of shadow under the window, magenta, and a bit around the edge really, near the frame. I don't want just a line, so I'm trying to just blend it down a little bit to the red, and then I'm going to do a bit along each of these lines. A bit of shadow under the handle. There we go. Now let's do the handle. I'm going to use the blue grey. Just give it a sharpen. There we go. So the blue grey. And I'm going to do it darker underneath. Lighter up and round. Like that. And now it's time to do the windows with our Ivory Black. What we do a light layer first. As you can see, it's not that dark. All the way around. There we go, and then put a dark layer around the outside. And around each window pane. Like that. Takes a bit of concentration because I don't want to get the black inside the window if I can help it. All the way around. And it just gives a little bit of shape to our window frame. In the thicker areas I'm just going to fade that black out a bit. There we go. So we haven't got really pale bits. So we do the same with this one. We put a light layer through. This one's on a funny angle, isn't it? And then a dark layer. Around the edge. And around the other edge. All the way around each pane. I notice we've missed a bit of yellow in there, which I'll do in a minute. And again, just bring the colour out so we don't have really white areas. Let's grab that yellow. Just that bit there. There we go. Then this window, exactly the same again. All the way around. Oh, heating's come on. I turned it off just now. But I put it onto the timer program and at this time of day it comes back on. I'm quite glad of it being on actually. All the way around the edge. All the way around and around each pane of glass. And round. Yeah, I'm so looking forward to having my children home for Christmas. I was just thinking about it. It's just so nice having everyone home. My husband's having quite a bit of time off work too. And it's just going to be lovely. But I don't know what it is about Christmas. I've always liked it. I think as a child you're excited about presents and things, and school holidays. And then as a grown up, again, still having time off work, it's nice. Like, I don't know if it's the same in all countries. In the UK, we tend to have quite a big holiday at Christmas, in that some factories will close between Christmas and New Year, so people have quite a big extended time, and some offices would as well. So some people get quite a big holiday, some people don't, because like retail, although I think Christmas Day most places are shut, supermarkets and things are, Some garages, petrol stations are usually open. People are travelling now, but the roads tend to be quiet. Town centres are empty. It's just a nice, peaceful time for most people. Most people. My husband has to work between Christmas and New Year, but he has to take his turn. We don't have a full complement of staff on at that time, so he just does one day. So that's nice. Right, there is our house done. I'm going to come out a bit there. And we've been a fair bit of time on this, so I'm going to leave it there for today, come back tomorrow and do some more of the details. We're going to keep it in Christmas colours, even though it's a sort of flowery garden and strawberries and things. Obviously strawberries are red, so that helps us, but we might do some, I'm not sure about the flowers, but we'll get there and have some fun with it, and then try and make it look a little bit more bauble-y, and these, we call these baubles in the UK, the sort of hanging tree ornaments, we call them baubles. So try and make it look a little bit more bauble-y, I'm not sure how, but anyway, I shall have some fun with that. But I'm going to leave that now. I'm going to get some lunch, have a coffee, and my phone will ring, I expect. So I thought it was best to leave it, but come back tomorrow and see the rest of it. But for now, thank you so much for watching. Have a really lovely day and happy colouring.